Envision yourself waking up every morning with legs that feel powerful, stable, and full of vitality. These are the top 7 nutrients for strengthening your legs. Believe me, muscle weakness, excruciating cramps, and the constant fear of falling will become things of the past. The key to maintaining an active, independent, and confident lifestyle is proper nutrition. And now I'm going to reveal the 7 most effective vitamins and minerals that will help you develop and maintain strong, unstoppable legs. These vital nutrients will enhance your muscle performance, preserve bone density, and improve circulation, creating a noticeable difference in your daily mobility and overall well-being. This video is perfect for you if you love dancing, taking relaxing strolls in the park, or simply value your independence. I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Before we start, please feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Make sure to subscribe to Vibrant Aging and turn on notifications so you never miss our health tips. Let's work together toward building a stronger, more resilient future. Vitamin D is the first nutrient we need to discuss because, of course, our bodies change as we get older. Natural deterioration causes loss of bone density and muscle mass, which makes previously simple activities suddenly challenging. A lack of vitamin D isn't just responsible for brittle bones, it's one of the most overlooked causes of this decline. This vitamin is absolutely essential for proper leg function, balance, and strength. Let's take a closer look at why vitamin D is so crucial for older adults' leg strength and how getting enough can dramatically improve mobility and overall health. Getting sufficient vitamin D from sunlight becomes harder for aging skin. This problem is made worse because many seniors spend less time outdoors due to lifestyle changes, mobility issues, or concerns about sun damage. What's the result? A systemic weakness that gradually undermines muscle integrity and makes legs unstable. Low levels of vitamin D are directly linked to muscle weakness and an increased risk of falls in older adults. Study after study shows that vitamin D strengthens muscle fibers, improves coordination, and enhances balance, all working together to prevent accidents and fractures. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, people with vitamin D deficiency experience accelerated muscle atrophy, making even basic activities like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair increasingly difficult. While proper calcium absorption and bone health are important, vitamin D's benefits go far beyond those areas. This supernutrient enhances protein synthesis and neuromuscular transmission, processes that directly affect muscle performance. Think of it as the fuel that keeps your leg muscles performing at their best. Without it, they simply can't function optimally. Vitamin D is particularly important for maintaining fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are crucial for balance and quick reflexes. Research shows these fibers help prevent falls by allowing legs to respond rapidly when balance is threatened. A diet low in vitamin D compromises these muscle fibers, resulting in slower reaction times, weaker muscle contractions, and increased fall risk. Many seniors experience chronic leg pain and stiffness. Studies have shown that vitamin D helps by reducing inflammation in muscle tissues. For those suffering from regular leg cramps, stiffness, or unexplained pain, optimizing vitamin D levels can provide significant relief. This might surprise some people. Ignoring vitamin D deficiency can lead to several serious health consequences beyond weakened legs. The most frightening are fractures and osteoporosis. Without enough vitamin D, the body cannot properly absorb calcium, making bones fragile and prone to breaking. Even a minor fall could result in a broken bone that severely limits mobility and independence. Vitamin D deficiency is also linked to impaired immunity, cognitive decline, and increased cardiovascular disease risk. Beyond muscle and bone problems, seniors with inadequate vitamin D may face weakened legs alongside a higher risk of chronic diseases, all diminishing quality of life. Is there a solution? Achieving optimal vitamin D levels is relatively simple and can dramatically impact health and well-being. Here are the best ways to boost your vitamin D for stronger, more stable legs. Sunlight exposure. Spend 15 to 30 minutes in direct sunlight, preferably in morning or late afternoon, with arms and legs exposed. Remember that sunscreen inhibits vitamin D production. Vitamin D-rich foods. While diet alone typically can't meet daily needs, incorporate fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, fortified dairy products, egg yolks, and mushrooms. Supplements. For many seniors, especially those with limited outdoor time, vitamin D supplements are crucial. Most experts recommend 800 to 1000 IU daily for optimal bone and muscle function, though higher doses may be necessary for severe deficiencies under medical supervision. If you're uncertain about your vitamin D status, a simple blood test can provide clarity. Given its importance in reducing fracture and fall risk, vitamin D testing is now routine for many older patients. Calcium is our second vital nutrient. While bone remodeling continues throughout youth, bone mass gradually decreases with age, making us more susceptible to fractures. Our legs are particularly vulnerable to this weakening process. Hip and femur fractures, along with stress fractures of the lower extremities, represent some of the most devastating injuries seen in older adults. When bones lack sufficient calcium, even minor falls that wouldn't cause injury in younger years can result in months of recovery or permanent mobility issues. The body requires a specific protein called intrinsic factor and adequate stomach acid to absorb B12 from food. Age-related declines in stomach acid production, conditions like gastritis or acid reflux, and even long-term antacid use can further hinder absorption. When you add the reality that many seniors consume diets low in B12-rich foods, a gradual but steady depletion of this crucial nutrient occurs. Feeling weak is just one consequence of B12 deficiency. Untreated B12 deficiency can lead to irreversible nerve damage affecting reflexes, balance, and coordination. Many seniors experiencing difficulty walking, frequent falls, or simply feeling that their legs don't work as well as they once did are experiencing neurological consequences of B12 deficiency. The deterioration is often so gradual that people accept it as a natural part of aging, when in reality, it's entirely preventable. The good news is that restoring B12 levels can dramatically impact energy and movement. Research shows that when seniors address this deficiency, they experience significant improvements in strength, endurance, and leg function. But where can you find this vital vitamin? Unlike many nutrients, vitamin B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products and cannot be obtained from plant sources. Rich sources include lean meats, seafood, eggs, dairy, and especially shellfish, clams, and liver. For those following plant-based diets or with absorption issues, B12 supplements or B12 fortified foods like cereals and plant milks are essential. Fortunately, vitamin B12 is one of the safest supplemental vitamins since excess is excreted in urine. Many older adults, especially those with absorption difficulties, benefit from higher dose B12 supplements or regular injections. Regular monitoring through blood testing can help maintain optimal levels and prevent the gradual loss of leg function that typically accompanies deficiency. Remember this crucial point. Strong legs involve more than just raw strength. It's about the neurological system, efficiency, reaction time, and coordination. Without properly firing nerves, your legs won't respond correctly to exercise. Maintaining adequate B12 levels is one of the most underappreciated yet powerful strategies for preserving mobility and quality of life with age. 4. Magnesium is working quietly behind the scenes. With every step you take, magnesium facilitates the smooth contraction and relaxation of your muscles. Acting as the master regulator of muscle activity, it supports endurance, reduces fatigue, and prevents spasms. Leg cramps and restless leg syndrome are among the most common yet underdiagnosed signs of magnesium deficiency. Nighttime cramps, which affect many older adults, make it difficult to return to sleep and start the day mobile. This is more than just annoying, it signals your body's struggle to regulate muscle relaxation. But calcium isn't just important for strong bones. Muscle contraction also depends on it. The relationship between calcium ions and muscle fibers is fundamental to every movement, from walking to getting up from a chair. Calcium acts as the trigger for muscle contraction, ensuring coordinated movement. Without adequate calcium, muscles may cramp, weaken, or fail to generate the force needed for stability. This is why calcium deficiency often appears as weak muscles, slow movements, and frequent leg cramping. So how can you ensure your body gets enough calcium? Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources, but they're not the only options. You can also find significant calcium in sardines, with bones, almonds, leafy greens like kale, tofu, and fortified plant milks. Variety is key. Including different calcium-rich foods ensures consistent absorption and optimal bone maintenance. For those with absorption issues or dietary restrictions, food sources alone may not provide sufficient calcium. Calcium supplements, especially when combined with vitamin D to enhance absorption, can be beneficial. However, more isn't always better. While calcium is essential, excessive amounts, particularly from supplements, can cause digestive issues, kidney stones, and arterial deposits. Finding the right balance is crucial. The recommended daily calcium intake for older adults is 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams, achievable through a combination of whole foods and, if necessary, supplements. Beyond consumption, physical activity is vital for calcium utilization. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, resistance training, and even gentle jogging stimulate bone remodeling and help direct calcium to where it's needed most, the muscles and bones. No amount of calcium can strengthen bones and joints if you don't move around. Calcium deficiency impacts more than just physical structures. It diminishes freedom of movement, participation in enjoyable activities, and independence. Strong bones and muscles supported by adequate calcium are the foundation for a life of stability, confidence, and autonomy. Third, despite how much people talk about protein and calcium for leg strength, few understand the critical role vitamin B12 plays in neuromuscular function. This vitamin is essential for proper nervous system operation, maintaining the strength and accuracy of electrical impulses that travel from your spinal cord to your legs. Without proper signaling, muscles weaken, become unstable, and gradually lose coordination. It's no surprise that one of the most common symptoms of B12 deficiency is legs that feel heavy and tired, often with numbness or tingling. But here's the problem. Vitamin B12 deficiency is surprisingly common among older adults. Unlike other vitamins that can be stored in fat or absorbed from many foods, B12 absorption is more delicate, depending on intestinal health. For those experiencing muscle tension or involuntary contractions, magnesium is essential as it calms hyperactive nerve signals and prevents muscles from suddenly tensing up. But magnesium's role goes beyond muscles. It's also crucial for bone density and healthy joints. While calcium usually takes center stage in bone health discussions, magnesium is essential for calcium to function properly. This mineral regulates calcium transport, ensuring it deposits in bones rather than soft tissues where it could cause joint pain and stiffness, an integral component of overall mobility. Research has shown that older adults with higher magnesium intake have stronger bones and fewer fractures. Magnesium is rapidly depleted by stress, medications, and poor dietary habits, a major reason why deficiency is so common. Many medications prescribed to seniors, including diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and certain blood pressure medications, deplete magnesium levels. Diets low in magnesium-rich foods frequently result in deficiency, which silently erodes strength, endurance, and flexibility. This is why many older adults notice a gradual decline in stamina, resulting in shorter walks, slower stair climbing, and general fatigue after even light exertion. Age isn't the culprit, improper nutrition is often reducing performance. Replenishing magnesium quickly impacts leg health, alleviating cramps, boosting energy, and restoring comfortable movement. Magnesium is best obtained through foods. Legumes, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens provide this essential mineral for strong muscles and bones. Particularly rich sources include avocados, almonds, pumpkin seeds, spinach, and black beans. For those not getting enough magnesium from diet alone, supplements can help, particularly the more easily absorbed forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate. When magnesium levels are restored, a remarkable transformation occurs. Legs that were once weak and heavy respond with more vitality when seniors rise and move. Those suffering from muscle cramps and stiffness report relief, which in turn improves sleep and mobility. By regulating the neuromuscular connections that control steady movement, magnesium enhances balance and coordination. Fifth, potassium. Imagine waking up and immediately experiencing a leg cramp. Sound familiar? Low potassium levels manifest in various symptoms, with muscle cramps being the most common. This occurs because potassium maintains the proper balance of intracellular and extracellular fluids, making it a critical regulator of muscle activity. When potassium levels drop too low, painful muscle contractions like leg cramps can result. Beyond being annoying, severe cramps can be debilitating for older adults who may already have reduced circulation or muscle mass. But that's just the beginning. Have you ever felt your legs tremble after standing for a while? Or experienced stiffness that makes walking difficult? Potassium mediates impulses from nerves to muscles, facilitating controlled movement. Low levels make it harder for your brain to signal your leg muscles, potentially causing weakness, shakiness, or difficulty lifting your feet properly, all factors that increase fall risk. And for seniors, preventing falls is absolutely critical. Surprisingly, potassium is as essential for strong bones as it is for muscle function. It helps neutralize acidic compounds in the body that can gradually reduce bone density. Studies indicate that potassium-rich diets can minimize bone loss, reducing osteoporosis risk and maintaining structural strength in the legs. Potassium doesn't just support muscle function, it also plays a role in maintaining leg joint health. The key question now is how to ensure adequate potassium intake to support your legs. Nature provides us with abundant potassium-rich foods. While bananas might come to mind first, they're just the beginning. Avocados, spinach, beans, oranges, and sweet potatoes are all excellent sources. Did you know a baked potato with skin contains more potassium than a banana? Including a variety of these foods in your daily diet is important for sustained support of your muscles and bones. For those struggling to get enough potassium from diet alone, supplements might seem like an easy solution. But what's the actual potassium requirement for adults? The recommended daily allowance is 3,400 mg for men and 2,600 mg for women, typically achievable through a balanced diet rich in beans, fruits, and vegetables. Those with kidney disease, high blood pressure, or other conditions affecting potassium levels should consult a healthcare provider for appropriate dosing. 6. Vitamin K. When discussing vital nutrients for strong bones, calcium and vitamin D typically come to mind first. However, these nutrients won't be effective without vitamin K, acting like a traffic controller. Vitamin K directs calcium to deposit in bones where it belongs, rather than accumulating in arteries or soft tissues where it could cause stiffness, poor circulation, and cardiovascular disease. For seniors, vitamin K keeps legs mobile by directing calcium to its proper locations. Studies show that people with higher vitamin K consumption experience improved bone health, reduced fracture risk, and greater overall bone strength. This is because vitamin K activates osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium to the bone matrix, making bones denser and stronger. But vitamin K's role doesn't end there. It's also essential for healthy joints and strong muscles. The interconnection between strong bones, flexible joints, and powerful muscles in maintaining healthy legs is often overlooked. Research demonstrates that vitamin K helps reduce knee stiffness, a common complaint among older adults, and decreases joint inflammation, potentially slowing osteoarthritis progression. If you experience knee pain or stiffness when standing up or after sitting for extended periods, vitamin K might be the missing nutrient to alleviate discomfort and preserve mobility. Weak leg muscles are associated with increased fall risk, poor balance, and difficulty walking. Vitamin K may help maintain muscle strength and coordination, particularly in older adults, according to recent studies. It accomplishes this by regulating intracellular calcium levels, ensuring proper contractions and preventing the kind of uncoordinated movements that can cause instability. Vitamin K exists in two primary forms. Vitamin K1, the most common form in plants, is abundant in leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Vitamin K2, found in a more potent form in fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, and some animal products like liver and egg yolks, has a longer half-life and enhanced ability to direct calcium from arteries into bones, making it particularly valuable. The best way to naturally increase your vitamin K levels is by incorporating more leafy greens and fermented foods into your diet. Just one daily serving of kale in a smoothie or sautéed spinach as a side dish can significantly improve your health. However, for those with compromised digestive systems or those on long-term antibiotics who have trouble absorbing vitamin K from food, supplementation may be an option. Exercise caution, though, vitamin K is involved in blood clotting and can interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Always consult your healthcare provider before increasing intake of this vitamin. 7. Most people don't realize how important vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, is for maintaining strong legs and healthy muscles. While many nutrients support movement, vitamin B6 is particularly crucial for proper nerve function, muscle repair, and efficient protein utilization for muscle mass development and maintenance. Without it, even the strongest muscles can atrophy, making simple movements like rising from a chair or climbing stairs feel like monumental tasks. One of vitamin B6's lesser-known but vital functions is its role in nerve communication and coordination. B6 deficiency can cause these impulses to slow or misfire, resulting in tingling, numbness, and even unstable gait. Many older adults mistake these symptoms for age-related muscle deterioration, when the underlying cause is insufficient nutrients to support proper neuromuscular function. Another crucial role of vitamin B6 is preventing inflammation-related muscle fatigue. By helping regulate the body's inflammatory responses, vitamin B6 reduces muscle soreness and maintains flexibility and resilience. If you've been experiencing persistent stiffness or slow recovery after activity, increasing your vitamin B6 intake could be a game-changer. Beyond its role in skeletal muscle, vitamin B6 is essential for red blood cell production. These cells carry oxygen throughout the body, fueling muscles and maintaining the endurance necessary for sustained activity. If B6 deficiency results in low hemoglobin levels, your muscles may not receive adequate oxygen, leading to premature fatigue, heaviness, and decreased stamina. If you experience excessive tiredness even after brief periods of moderate activity, your body may be requesting more vitamin B6. How do we obtain this vital vitamin? Fortunately, B6 is abundant in many delicious and readily available foods. Excellent sources include chicken, fish, especially salmon and tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and fortified cereals. Incorporating these items into your daily meals can naturally replenish your B6 levels, supporting your neurological function and muscle strength. For those with gastrointestinal issues, impaired nutrient absorption, or dietary restrictions, B6 supplementation may be necessary to achieve optimal levels. The recommended daily intake for older adults is approximately 1.5 mg for women and 1.7 mg for men, though this varies by age and gender. While obtaining adequate B6 from dietary sources is generally safe, long-term misuse of high-dose supplements can cause nerve damage, so caution is warranted. The best strategy is to prioritize a balanced diet rich in B6 sources, ensuring consistent supply without unnecessary risks. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. This helps us provide you with better content. Share any questions, comments, or suggestions for future topics in the comments section below. We appreciate your engagement. To receive our latest health tips and insights directly in your inbox, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Until our next video, stay healthy and informed.